Welcome back. Welcome to episode 2 of the Am I Immortal series. We're going to take you through a blast build of an Insect Glaive that you're going to be able to take anywhere against any monster. And you're immortal. What could you want? Straight into the skills. We're not going to keep you here. Critical boost level 3. Absolutely fantastic skill. For those of you who don't know, critical gives you an extra 25% damage if you land that critical hit. Critical boost is going to give you up to 34% more damage. Put this in your build, give it a shot with them high crit builds, and you're going to find yourself killing that monster a lot quicker than you expect to. Absolutely fantastic skill. From there, coming into Critical Eye. Critical Eye is going to give you affinity plus 4%. This is a very, very small incremental increase, but what it's going to do is it's going to guarantee them a little bit more critical hits that's going to maximize your critical boost and make sure that your Master's Touch, which we're going to talk about next, is going to be really into play. Master's Touch, fantastic skill. Tested in the early days of me with Monster Hunter, come away from it, didn't really have the build to sustain it. But when you're looking at endgame like this and you're building these kind of builds, you're really hitting them high percentage chances to hit a critical hit. This brings Master's Touch up to the forefront of what a high DPS build should be. 80% chance of no sharpness loss while active is when you're hitting critical hits. I've tested this over and over again with multiple weapons. It's an absolutely fantastic skill because the only time you're going to be needing to sharpen once you're playing well is going to be when that monster has fled or beginning its next phase. You're in a great spot, shouldn't need anything else. Airborne, brilliant skill for Insect Glaive. With Airborne, you're going to be able to get up there as you should be, rotating through your damage, coming back down, and you're going to be getting 10% flat increase on your damage every single time you're connecting with that monster in the air. The aerial style of Insect Glaive is in a great spot. It's doing a lot of damage, and Airborne should find a way into your build because it's really going to be utilised, especially in team hunts. And as the difficulty of these monsters increase with the arc tempered radar and stuff coming, you're going to find yourself rotating around that battlefield a lot more because these monsters are going to be more active, moving a lot. Squeeze Airborne in there. Have a look at this Rathalos. Takes a lot of damage. The blast is enabling me to build up that status on him and flinch him in the air. This is going to bring him back down. It's a Rathalos. Let's be honest, it looks great. Weakness exploit, level 5. 50% on wounds, 30% increased infinity flat. On weak points. Great skill. Always been around in Monster Hunter. Absolutely fantastic skill. You should be finding a way to squeeze this in your build just to guarantee them critical hit chances once you know exactly where you should be hitting that monster each time. Flayer. Insect Glaive and Flayer go hand in hand. Once you're coming up and using that finisher to get rid of your buffs to make sure you're outputting as much DPS as possible and positioning yourself well, Flayer is going to be breaking more wounds into that monster for you to just finish the combo, break the wound, do a quick backflip, and get all of your buffs back to restart that cycle. If the monster's on the move or it's moving, you're constantly being able to get rid of every buff and get them all straight back. And then gives you additional non-elemental damage. And because you're hitting so often with an Insect Glaive and you're finding you're getting more comfortable with it, it's going to be kicking in very often. Great skill. Recovery speed 3. Hand in hand with the Immortality build, quadruples the speed at which you heal recoverable damage. This is when the little red bar on your health bar is there, it's constantly healing itself on a passive basis. This is going to make sure that even if you do take a hit, your health's going to be regenerating itself all the way back up to the point that it can. Once you couple that with ARKVELD's Hunger, it puts you in an absolute great spot because ARKVELD's Hunger is going to chunk bits of your health back all the way up to maximum health. Once you're rotating well and keeping out the way of the monster. Fantastic skill. Part of the Immortality build. Absolutely good. Coalescence 3. Grants a large increase to elemental damage and status build-up once you've cured an abnormal status. A lot of the bigger monsters and the tempered monsters give you some level of status. Great skill. This is going to go hand in hand with the blast or the paralysis, or whichever status you choose to go down, but it's going to really enable you to output more DPS, especially because you're using this coupled with the gore set. So it's a 3-piece gore set with 2 pieces of ARKVELD. Putting 3 pieces of gore on there is going to infect you with frenzy. Once you've cured that frenzy, coalescence is going to kick in. You're going to be starting that main cycle of DPS with that monster. Your blast build-up's going to be huge, your crit's going to be huge, and you're going to be outputting absolutely fantastic damage. Antivirus. Hand in hand with the gore skill, always find a way to squeeze it in there. It's a level 1 gem. There's no reason why you shouldn't. This is going to increase your recovery rate after contracting the frenzy affinity. Right, the frenzy virus, affinity plus 15% if cured. It's a flat 15% affinity increase. It's going to put you in an absolute great spot, utilizing Master's Touch and critical boost, and making sure you're doing as much damage as possible. Get it in there. It's great. Constitution, level 2. You don't need more than level 2 through my testing of Constitution, especially with aerial style. You can get a roll, you can dodge an attack, you can jump back in the air, you can cycle your aerial combo, and you're still going to have more than enough stamina to keep that cycle continuing. Absolutely great skill. Evade window level 2 comes with the gear. What this does is enables you to get that little bit more time, or a little bit more of a window, if you're a little bit late trying to dodge a big attack. If ARKVELD comes in, you hear the boo roar, he's about to hit that ultimate, and you roll, this gives you that extra half a second to make sure that you're invulnerable in the iframe, and you can get out of there safe and in one piece. Earplugs. Every Insect Glaive build in the world should have level 1 of earplugs in there, because once you're at full buffs, and you've fired out your insects, or you've gathered them by moving around different parts of the monster, you're back with 1 gem of earplugs is going to put you at full buffs. That's going to then give you the ability to get through any raw on the game. You can maintain DPS, your other teammates may be rawed into a stun, you will be up in the air, outputting DPS, enabling maybe a flinch to get your other friends out of there, but it puts you in a great spot. It's free earplugs for the cost of 1 level 2 gem. Every Insect Glaive, please put it in there. You will reap the benefits, I promise. Flinch free, level 1, prevents knockbacks. It's in the gear, it's not gemmed. Gives you that extra bit of safety and comfort in the air, so you're not going to get knocked around if you are completing a combo. And then gore Magala's Tyranny. This is a 2-set piece. What this is going to do is going to infect you with frenzy against large monsters. So then you're going to get the frenzy early on. As soon as you engage that battle, then you're going to be able to cure it, kick in your antivirus, kick in your recovery speed, and you're going to be in an absolutely great spot with affinity. And ARKVELD's Hunger, mentioned slightly earlier. This is going to chunk that health back during DPS phases with a monster. So if you're good, you're comfortable, you're moving around the monster, you're avoiding those attacks, maybe you took an attack a little bit earlier on, you're in an absolutely great spot to heal your health back to full. And this set gives you a 3-set bonus as well, which is temporarily reduces stamina depletion when health is at 40% or lower. If you do find yourself in a tricky spot with Insect Glaive, you can hit that staff into the floor and get straight out of there and not be concerned whether or not you're going to have enough stamina to do it. Couple in this with Constitution to keep that stamina depletion down, you will be fine. You'll be out of there, healed with your recovery speed and straight back at it. Immortality for life. Great spot. But yeah, let's have a look at the armor pieces and the gems as well. So for those of you who want to see the gems, that's how I'll put everything in there. Feel free to pause, have a look at it, rebuild it into your own build, do whatever you need to do. But Gore Helm B, Arc Vulcan Mail B, Gore Van Braces B, Arc Vulcan Coil B, and Gore Greaves B. It's a Gore Arc Vulcan set, 2 Apex set. Strong monsters, strong gear, great set. Chainblade Charm 2, what this is doing is it's giving us the extra 2 levels of flair that we need. Quite easy to build, especially once you get into endgame. It allows you to get them wounds, get them open, finish your combo, get up there, break the wound, output the damage, get your buffs back, and go again. Absolutely fantastic. And Corrupted Mantle. Is this the last few days of Corrupted Mantle? We're about to find out and see. But couples and fits with the set very, very well. It's going to enable you to output a lot more DPS. Once you put this with your recovery speed and your coalescence and your antivirus, just the general state that it's in at the moment, you're going to be outputting absolutely fantastic DPS. This build is tested. It's true. I've done a lot of insulay since the beginning. Have a go with it, see what you think, let me know. If there's any tweaks you would do, if you anything that you find would work a little bit better, feel free to hit it in the comments. But yeah, give it a shot. Anything else you need, don't be afraid to hit me up. Leave a like and subscribe. You know the vibes. Peace.